Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel where today we're going to take a look at my last week NFL picks, seeing how I did. Also, going to be doing this week's NFL predictions as well, and introducing a new thing that one of my viewers last week commented on is to try to pick against the spread. Now, I'm not actually putting any money. I don't gamble on it. It's just a fun way to see if I think the game is going to be closer or more of a blowout than what Vegas is giving it credit for. And so it's just another fun way to add stuff in. Do not take my picks as picks to gamble on or do like on FanDuel or anything. That don't take it like that, but it's just another thing for me to do for fun, and that's what I'm treating it as. So now we got that out of the way, let's take a look at my last week picks, where I did not do good at all. Not at all. So see here we have the Green Bay Packers. I picked wrong. I got the Falcons wrong. The Dolphins wrong. Got the Broncos right. Got the Bengals wrong. Got the Browns wrong. Got the Colts wrong. Got the Saints wrong. Got the Eagles right. The Vikings right. The Steelers wrong. The Chargers right. The Cowboys right. The 49ers right. The Chiefs right. And the Seahawks right. So, not great. Let's just go ahead and go with that. So, let's go ahead and move on to week 5. Where we have the Bears and the Commanders here on Thursday Night Football. The Bears ended up blowing the lead to the Broncos. They looked terrible while the Commanders forced the Eagles into overtime. I think even with the Bears that played better, the Commanders are a better team than the Broncos are. And so I think the Commanders are going to be able to win this pretty handily. And then we got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo is going to win this game. After what they showed against the Dolphins last week, even though the Jaguars played well against the Falcons, I just think Buffalo is just such a better team. Their offense is rolling. Josh Allen is playing like an MVP. So I think Buffalo is going to be able to beat Jacksonville pretty handily there. Then we got Houston versus Atlanta. Atlanta, as long as they're sticking with Desmond Ridder, I'm going to go with Houston here because C.J. Stroud is just a complete beast. He is playing fantastic. And the Falcons, even though I love Bijan Robinson, I love most of what they do, the game's going to come down to if Desmond Ridder can throw, and that is not a bet I'm willing to put on. So I'm going to go with Houston to win that game there. Then we got the Panthers and Lions. The Lions are going to win. They absolutely trounced Green Bay on Thursday Night Football, and the Panthers look lost against a really kind of not great Vikings team, and so I think the Lions are going to be able to smoke Carolina no problem at all. And then we got a really interesting game here between the Titans and Colts. Both teams were impressive last week in different ways. Titans with the absolute demolishing of the Cincinnati Bengals, while the Colts were able to come back from a deficit against the LA Rams, but ultimately lost in overtime. And so for me, this game is going to come down to which quarterback do I trust more. Do I trust in the veteran Ryan Tannehill or the young, exciting rookie Anthony Richardson? And I'm going to go with the young, exciting rookie Anthony Richardson here. I think that the Colts will be able to play a good game, build off the momentum they had the past couple weeks, and I think that the Colts will be able to win this game pretty easily. And then we got the Giants and Dolphins, no question about it. Even though they got smacked last week, they're beating up on the Giants. There's no question about that. The Giants are not a great team. So we're going to go with Miami here. New Orleans and New England. This is going to be a really defensive struggle. It's going to come down to which offense will be able to do anything at all. I got no confidence in either one of these guys. But if one offense I were to choose to win me a game, I would go with the Saints. Again, this is going to be an ugly, ugly football game, so not good there. Now we got the Ravens and the Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers, Kenny Pickett's going hobbled. The Ravens came off beating the best defense in the league. Going to go with the Ravens. No question about that. Eagles and Rams. Eagles, I'm concerned about. I think the Rams can actually play them really tough. The Eagles let the Commanders come into the game, and I think with Matt Stafford as a better quarterback, I think that the Rams have a good shot of upset here. So I'm actually going to go with the Rams here to end the Eagles' unbeaten streak. And so, yeah, Rams over Eagles just as one of my surprise upsets of the week. And then we got the Bengals and Cardinals. Now, this game is going to be yuck. It is going to be yuck. because both these teams have not looked good. Actually, the Cardinals have looked more impressive than the Bengals. Even against a good 49ers team, they put up like 16 points. The Bengals last week against the Titans put up 3. I got no faith in Cincinnati. I'm going to go with Arizona to win this game and put the Bengals down at 1-4 because Joe Burrow has not looked right all year. And whether he plays again, he still doesn't look right, or he plays not great, or plays and plays not great. I think the Cardinals are going to win that game. Jets and Broncos, I think this is going to be what quarterback I believe in most. I don't know. I think Russell Wilson is the better quarterback compared to Zach Wilson at the moment because even though Zach Wilson, yes, he did play well on Sunday Night Football, we don't know if we're going to get that week to week. Russell Wilson has played well in all 4 games this year. Again, I know this Jets defense will give him problems, but I believe that Russ Wilson will be able to be better than Zach Wilson. So that's why I'm going to go with Denver over New York. Kansas City over Minnesota. Minnesota picked up their first win this last week, but Mahomes is looking out for blood after not having a great game, and the Vikings defense is just what the doctor ordered. So I'm going to go with that there. And a really fun Sunday Night Football game is the Cowboys and 49ers. Now, this is a deserved Sunday Night Football game. These are the 2 best teams in the NFC, in my opinion, even though the Cowboys do have that one loss to Arizona. These 2 defenses are going to have a battle ahead of them as both offenses are really good. It's going to come down to who I think is a more balanced attack, who's going to make less mistakes. And I think the 49ers will win this game as I think their offense is more varied, more diversified. But this is going to be a fun game. And I really want to watch it. So I am going with San Francisco there. And then Monday Night Football, we got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Vegas Raiders. Even though the Packers got absolutely demolished last week, I still believe in them in a team more than I do in the Raiders. Like, the Raiders' defense is trash other than Max Crosby, and the Raiders' offense is trash other than Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams. I think it's going to be a close game because the Packers' defense is not known for being good. But I think the Packers' offense will be able to really just handle the Raiders' defense and get the win here at the desperate need. I think I'm going to go with 54 points here as my final. And before we move on, this is just a quick breakdown of the spread. I think it'll be more or less than that. So let's go ahead here. Bears and Commanders minus 5.5. I'm gonna go with the Commanders to cover. I think they're going to be able to win by at least a touchdown. So I'm gonna go with that there. Jaguars and Bills. Again, I think the Bills are going to cover. There, so I think that's going to happen there. Texans and Falcons. I think the Texans are going to be able to upset here. I think the Falcons are not going to be able to cover. I think the Texans are going to win by about 10. I predict that the Texans are going to be able to blow out the Falcons. Panthers and Lions. Yeah, I believe in that. So minus 9.5. I think that the Lions will be able to win by at least 2 touchdowns against the Panthers. This one's a toss-up. Like I just said in my predictions, I tossed out. I believe the Colts can win. So I'm going to go with that there. And then we got the Dolphins and Giants. Yeah, I'm taking the over on that. Saints and Patriots. I expect the Saints to be able to upset this. I don't think the Patriots are going to win this game, so I'm going to go New Orleans here. Ravens and Steelers. Ravens, I think, will cover. Rams and Eagles. I got the Rams winning, so I don't think this matters too much. Again, Cardinals. I don't think the Bengals are going to win by 3. I think the Cardinals are going to win. Broncos, I think, will cover. Chiefs will definitely cover against the Vikings. I don't think the 49ers will cover. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be like a 3-point game. And I expect the Packers to cover pretty easily in this one here. So there is that. Thank you guys so much for watching and for dealing with my sickness the past couple of days. I really do appreciate you guys watching the content. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to talk about some Brewers baseball here soon, especially if they don't win today. And again, of course, NFL action throughout the week. Any news, breaking news, I'll cover it. So thank you guys very much. I'll see you again very soon.